Reality veil. I mean, I guess it sort of makes sense that if 1 kilo of liquid became 10 kilos of gas, it would still be able to manage it. But that wouldn't make sense why gas pipes break in that situation then. Because when a gas turns to a liquid, it takes less room. But it would still break. It still breaks the gas pipe. And when a liquid becomes a solid, again, it makes less. It becomes smaller, effectively. But you know, the pipe isn't meant for moving solids around. I guess you could make the same argument that the gas pipes aren't made for moving liquids around. But they break the pipes at any rate. It's a sort of model of pressure. It's not really though. This is why I said it's kind of half and half. Right. So with that done, were there any other questions that peeps had? Did I miss anything? Speak now, or forever hold your peace. Hi, Kaiser. Thank you very much for the concern. Yeah, I do feel a lot better now. I do feel a lot better. Hey, Kasa. How you doing, sweetheart? Most gas pipes are literally foil tubes. Yeah, it makes sense. They're not built for handling the kind of mass that's represented by liquids. Thank you so much for the 17 months, sweetheart. Derek, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits, and Delara for the 5 gift subs. I'm not sure if I caught that one. I may have missed it. In which case, I hope I caught it now. Did I catch Mashaka? I think I did. I hope I did. Aavak. Questions, yes. Ability to express them in articulate chicken noises. I mean, you know. If you have any questions at all, don't worry about asking later. It's fine. It was just going to be easier if I answered them now while I was answering questions. But if you come up with anything later on, just let me know. Right. Okay. So this is starting to come together now. I want this to only activate if there's. How much can this move? 1,000 grams. So I'm going to say this can activate only when there is 5 kilos. If there's 5 kilos of liquid here, there's probably well, actually, let's put it up at 50 kilos. I guess that's okay. How much can a single tile keep before it spreads out? You know what? 5 kilos is probably enough. 5 liters. Hey, Aavak, hope all is well. Are there any more plans for Traveler's Rest YouTube vids, or are you waiting on more content? There certainly could be more. Certainly could be more. I don't know. Is this still classed as being a stalker if they're your girlfriend? I'm not sure that stalker gets applied anymore at that point. I might be wrong though. Educate me, chat. Is Cass a stalker? Do I need to contact the authorities? Let's pop this down here. Oh. Get all of the things in here. Actually, I need... Oh, damn it. Didn't think about that. Need to remove these so that I can access those walls. Balls. There we go. In fact, let's just deconstruct all of that so we can get in. A girlfriend is just a legally allowed stalker. I see. Well, as long as Cass is no breaking the law. hopefully they can get all of this sorted. I would kind of like it to be done. Oh, damn it, I'm still doing things on an 8. But if we can get all of that sorted, then we can get this set up reasonably soon. I am still going to need to cool it, though, which is quite a problem, actually. Especially because the water moving through, like, getting that water over there is going to be a pain in the bum. How am I going to do that? That's a good question. I think it's going to have to be an insulated pipe. Because realistically, if this were not an insulated pipe, then I would probably be dealing with some very big issues. Or would it be better if I brought... No, bringing the cooling loop foam over here would not work, right? Oh, no. This needs to be in the last part of the loop, realistically. Because of the way that it's designed. I try not to go through Abyssalite where I can to preserve the shape of the map. And come back out. At this point, I think we can be safe enough to just traverse it quite close together. This is a heck of a long route to take. It is a massive pain in the bum. I do not approve. And yet here I am doing it. Gonna need this to follow up. Of course, this is going to cause water issues over here, but well, what can you do? I needed to come down here anyway, though, ultimately. So I don't mind digging it. But... pain. And then over here, we want just regular granite pipes. Actually sedimentary, I would say. Maybe a teensy bit of tungsten. I'm making out of steel, aren't I? Yes, I am. No, I was making out of tungsten. Damn it. Consensual stalking. Now, the only thing that comes to mind is two ferrets stalking each other around a cabinet. That is a very, very common reality. Yes. You think the reason gas pipes break with water in them is because of water hammer? That is a very good point. Yeah, it's much like radiators. God, I love the xylophone building sound effects. I know, right? Can I replace? No, I can't. There we go. It's going to take us a while to get all that done. Oh, I bet it was on 9s. Ah, no, why? No. No. Absolutely not. No. Refused. Vetoed. No. Did I put the pipe bridges backwards? I certainly hope not. No, this one is the return. This one is the, this one is going into the system. And this one is coming back out of it. Hello, little schlickster. Now, getting you out of here is going to be a massive pain for me, I'm going to be honest. So much so that I might actually just try to delete the floor and force you out that way. We'll see. I guess I could make a little schlickster trap. I could have you live down here. Yeah, you know what? Okay, sure, fine. Food... Critter trap. Hello, apathy kittens. So love your name. Am I trying to draw heat out or dump heat in? Trying to draw it out. At this point, it's water at 37 degrees. That's why all of this is insulated. I'll take it back. I mean, this water is pretty warm. I'll be honest. Like, parts of it are scalding hot, which is a big problem. Oh, I should check on the printables. Now, the problem with shovels is you need to feed them something. Otherwise, they die. I mean, you can maintain their population if you just groom them. It's a sad life, but it's a life that you can give them. The trick with shovels is that they will never feel cramped. Ever. They will never, ever feel cramped. Makes sense for a creature that burrows through the dirt for all times. So what you can do, you see, is you can stick them in a tiny room with just a couple of grooming stations and they will maintain their population. It will take a lot of duplicants' time to manage it, but it'll be maintained. And eventually they'll die. They don't eat meat. They only eat filtration medium. Now that's the kicker. Is realistically you only want to feed them regolith. Oh, thank you very much, Angry Badger, for the gift subs there. It's really kind of you. Diolch yn fawr. So I could give them a little place up here and just go out here and gather regolith. It'll be super hot, but that might not necessarily be the worst thing. I don't think they strictly need an atmosphere either. Be a long bloody ride over here though, to go and tend to them. But I guess I could. I guess I could just make a little area out here. Little place dug into the side here. You know what? We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. We need to make it happen. I'm going to want manual airlock there and there. We'll limit the amount of gas that we're losing this way. It's not going to be much. Quite an acceptable amount of gas loss will be happening. We'll make a little enclosure. Now the thing with shovels is they're very good at doing what they do. They dig. I am breaching into space, it's true. It's taken a while. Now, shovels, if we bring them up. The shovel is a unique creature that possesses two fully developed sets of lungs, allowing it to hold its breath during the long periods it spends underground. Drill-shaped keratin structures circling the vole's body aid its ability to drill at high speed through most natural materials. They eat regolith, iron ore, or dirt. They excrete 50% of whatever they eat. Regolith is realistically the only real option in that. They can live between minus 150C to 400C. Minus 200C to 500C. They're comfortable between minus 150 and 400. They can burrow through most materials that aren't metal or obsidian or abyssalite. Basically, it has to be extremely hard for them to not be able to burrow through it. Refined materials at that, not ores. So as such, we need to make an enclosure that is made of refined materials. But within that enclosure, we can just have ridiculous amounts of them. They can't use stairs, so you can use that as a way of preventing them from getting away as well. How we're going to handle feeding them, though, that's a little bit more of a question. We're going to need something out here for that. Eventually we'll get out here, and eventually we'll get all of this dug. I'm going to make this a priority 7. Stop building things a priority now. Build them a priority 7 instead. There you go. Sorted. Now then. Ultimately, I need to move that away. What is that powering? It's powering these. Then I can move that down. You can come live down here instead. I am starting to run low on copper. Oof. That is not going to be a happy fun time when that finishes happening. Once I've got that out of the way, though, actually, I'm going to disconnect these. Deconstruct, rather. We'll have things on this side. That should be fine. One thing, oh yeah, once you've gotten into space, like all of this CO2, I'm producing that. The oxygen, I'm producing. I'm realistically I'm making more matter than I'm using to make it. And I can absolutely vent that out into space. It's a very good way of getting rid of heat. You got hydrogen. This is the best of the gases, but it's not, you know, you can totally use a less efficient gas. But you got a bunch of hydrogen, run it through your base, let it absorb loads of heat, and then just send it into space where it just vanishes harmlessly. Hello, Augihantra. And Sandman, thank you very much for the 13 months, mate. Diolch yn fawr. Okay, another question. Is the asteroid planetoid modeling sun side, space side temperature differences? No. No. It isn't. It's just the top is hot. Well, I mean, it's in direct sunlight. It's actually not getting hot. It's not actually gathering any heat. It is in direct sunlight, though. Now, this is producing steam at 500 degrees. Now, that is interesting. The thing about that... I could tame that steam vent if I wanted to. I could use it for all sorts of things if I wanted to, but I'm not sure I do. Not sure this is the best idea. Oh, someone ever get over here? No, no they won't. Basically. Oh, 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 someone going up? No, no they won't. They were going somewhere else. Over here. Oh, they're filling the these wards. There we go. Hey, Aavak, nice to see you streaming, and I hope things are going better. They are. Thank you so much for asking. It has been good to be back. Dapplings are ever dapper and extremely good for the altitude of my spirits. Alright, once all of this is hooked up, then I'm going to decommission this. I'm probably going to be moving the liquid pipes down here instead. And in fact, most of the liquid pipes are going to have to be out of this room. It doesn't really make much sense to have them in there. This room's going to be rather warm. That being said, the oil doesn't actually need to move. The oil can happily move through here. DJ Longshot, thank you very much for the Prime sub there. Thank you. Now, I think what we were talking about earlier about having a hydro sensor in here, it does make sense. Yeah. Problem is, I've got to break in. Thankfully, the liquids moving through here are keeping it cool. But we can't have that coolant anywhere near this. The oil, not so much. It'll absorb some of the heat going down, but it's not the end of the world if it does. Maybe I should move that in fact as well. Igneous rock to keep that heat inside. How are things going over here? Oh, they're starting to get there. We're soon going to breach. Overheat damaged. What? Really? Oh, poop. Okay. We've moved enough of the liquid now that that's getting poop. I need to take some liquid out of here. Just a little. Just enough. I can't place that there, unfortunately. It's not the best system by far, but it'll ensure that there's a small amount of liquids moving over to the to cool the thermoacquatuners. The gas valve should allow 2.5 liters. Oh wait, I've hooked that up to the wrong bloody thing, haven't I? Okay. I needed that to be branching off this, not the other way around. Actually, that still works. I pop that there. This will allow some of this to siphon off if there is room. Come along now. There we go. Oh, unfortunately, that one is still dragging it across. No, we need to deconstruct this one. Honestly, I made a pig's ear of this, but whatever. It would at least make sure that these don't break. Now we're at least sending 75% of the water back to the base. This should be enough to keep these from breaking. I just need a tiny bit of liquid there, basically, to act as a thermal sink for it. That's all I needed. Still unreachable, really? How annoying. On the plus side, we are getting the cooling system set up fairly quickly. Oh, there we go, never mind. Cancel that. I thought you said it was unreachable, you scallywag. Alright, so immediate problem has now been resolved to some degree. Actually, that's pretty good, because previously I couldn't run the CO2 scrubbers because there was too much polluted water in this pipe. But now there's only now there's like 25% of the pipe's capacity always available, so these can push quite a lot of can scrub the CO2 at least. So that's actually helpful. That worked out in the end. But once again, we're diverting all of our liquid up top, so that means we're no longer gathering any oil, which is a problem. For now, it's okay because the natural gas vent is running, but it's eventually going to stop being okay. Surface breach! Amazing! My duplicants have managed to breach the surface of our rocky prison. I should be careful. The region is extremely inhospitable. I could easily lose resources to the vacuum of space. Yes, we could. For now, we need to prevent any more utilities. I need some drywall. Make it out of fossil. No, don't do that. Go ahead then, make it out of dirt. I need to stop the vacuum sucking out all the oxygen. This part I don't care about. Let's have a quick look into chat. Are heat engines a thing? Not really. Steam engine basically fills that function, but it oh yeah, as Fortino Decay says, yeah. The steam engine is a way of getting that functionality, but heat engines don't exist. Not directly. Oh, yeah, the DLC. Oh, I'm so excited for that. It looks so good. So incredibly good. I can't wait, which is very awkward because I must. Right, building lacks resources. Probably quite a lot of them, actually. An egg we don't need. Turned into an omelette in a moment. There we go. More meats delivered as well. More meats delivered. Again, actually, we've almost got the pipes all set. Oh! Must be wrangled. Someone go grab him. Yes. You! Haha! Okay, good. You shall be delivered somewhere else where you can consume all of the CO2 you want and produce some spare oil. Solicitors are amazing. They consume CO2 and produce oil. This is a truly wondrous exchange. There we are. The overheat problem is now gone. As long as we continue to drop a little bit of liquid in there, we should be fine. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and build this out. And while that happens, we can collect some more diamond. They're not forever, despite what the song says. It's a lie, you eventually run out. And we've all been lied to. Okay, this is now working. Which means that this needs to go away. Alright, so this liquid is getting over here at 37.2. It's actually losing some of the temperature moving through here. But it's roundabouts the right temp. What's the temperature in here? Temperature in here is reasonably high. That will eventually start to correct a bit. Okay. Right. What we want to do now then, make sure this is turned on. Low priority, so if it can be stored somewhere better, it should be. And a very high priority sweet water. I want this room mostly cleared out. Also mopped up. Wherever possible. Take care, Casa. Hope you enjoy your stream, City.